Prime Minister Carney, I have asked you a number of times, and I'm asking again. You said that Muslim values are Canadian values. So which Muslim values are Canadian values? Would you please tell us?
These are Muslim values. These are Canadian values.
So, Prime Minister Carney, which Muslim values are Canadian values? In Muslim countries, for instance, women are clearly second-class citizen. And if a woman has a relationship with a man outside of her marriage, in most of those countries, she's killed, hanged, buried, stoned to death. And what about transgender issues? What about same-sex relationships? In most of those countries, they're put to death. What about a thief who steals something? In many of those countries, his hand might be amputated or fingers amputated. And in Muslim countries, you don't dare speak out against the government, or you don't dare adopt another religion. Death, torture, or something terrible is what you would face. So, Prime Minister, which Muslim values are Canadian values?
On behalf of the Muslim Association of Canada, we're very honored to welcome the Prime Minister of Canada, the Right Honourable Mark Carney.
So, Prime Minister, I'm asking you again, which Muslim values are Canadian values? More and more Canadians are asking this question because they're seeing what's happening around the world in so many countries where, in fact, it is Muslims who are overwhelming the borders, charging into these countries, or even slowly increasing in terms of population, and bringing in certain things that Canadians do not endorse.
So, our dear Prime Minister, we thank you for being here. And we hope that this is the first of many visits to the Muslim community.
Canadians are asking the question as we see illegal immigration continue in Canada, and we see judges now who Canadian judges are saying very clearly they don't want to deport violent criminals, because they might have to go back to an Islamic country. These are the things Canadians are wondering about. Could you please define which Muslim values you think are Canadian values? Because as Canadians watch around the world, as watch their borders being overwhelmed, they're starting to wonder, well, what of those practices might be endorsed or might be accepted here in Canada?
And we hope that this is the beginning of a deeper understanding, stronger partnership, and shared purpose, inshallah. So please join me in welcoming the Prime Minister of Canada, the Right Honourable Mark Carney.
Canadians are legitimately asking that even though we believe in freedom of religion, when we see the increase of Sharia law in other countries and what that means in terms of a very different system of beliefs than what we have in Canada, we really need to know, Prime Minister, which of those values, those Muslim values, are you saying are the same as Canadian values?
These are Muslim values. These are Canadian values.